Yes, sir.
So, what determines the size of battery you use is the capacity that you want to build. You want to build a 6 amp hour battery capacity 12.8 volts, then you go with just 4. Since each battery, each cell is 3.2 volts, 3.2 volts, 6 amp hour. So you want a 6 amp hour 12.8 volts, you go with one line. You want 12 amp hour 12.8 volts, you go with 2 lines. You want 18 amp hour 12.8 volts, you go with 3 lines. You want 24 volts, you want 24 amp hour 12.8 volts, you go with 4 lines, which is 4 by 4. You want 6 times, you want 30 amp hour 12.8 volts, you go with 5 by 4. And you want 36 amp hour 12.8 volts, you go with 6 by 4. So you might have heard of some people saying 2P4S. What 2P4S means that you series 2 and you parallel 2, then you series 4. When you hear 3P4S, it means that you parallel 3, you series 4. So a 3P4S in this case will give you 18 amp hour. A 4P4S will give you 24 amp hour. A 5P4S will give you 30 amp hour. A 6P4S will give you 36 amp hour. So in a 12 volts, in a system that is close to 12 volts, the minimum battery that you need, in this case, when you are using this type of battery, which is 3.2, the minimum you need is 4, and all others must be in multiple of 4. But in the case of you want a 24 volts, the minimum you need is 8, and all other setup must be in multiples of 8. In the case of a 24 volt, a system that is close to 24 volts, you need 8S. So you can have 1P8S, 2P8S, 3P8S, 4P8S, depending on the capacity that you want. We can use this small battery to build 200 amp hour if you have enough of it. It's not necessary that it must be as small as this. But take note, we have the cylindrical. Just as we have the cylindrical that is 6 amp hour, we have another type that is 15 amp hour. And we have some sizes that the 3.2, a whole one, those ones are, the surface area is always rectangular. The whole one is like 200 amp hour, which means that you can just use 4 of it to have 200 amp hour. You can use 4 of it. You can use 4 of it to have 200 amp hour 12.8 volts when you series it. So when you series 4 of the 200 amp hour, because you can have as big as that each one is, just as this one is 6 amp hour, you can have the one of 50 amp hour, you can have the one of 100 amp hour, 150 amp hour, 200 amp hour, depending on the capacity, depending on how the manufacturer wants it. But this one, because the system we want to use this for is a small system, then there is no need for us to go for a bigger battery. So we are using it to just power, maybe we want to use it to power lighting and TV. So that's the main reason why we are using this small battery. However, depending on your design will determine the size of battery that you intend to. Imagine a situation whereby I want to do 200 amp hour. It is not advisable for me to use this small battery. However, I can achieve 200 amp hour with this small battery, but it's not advisable. I need a bigger one so that I'll be working with lesser amount of batteries. Thank you.